Hey everyone, I hope you're doing well and staying safe during this time. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. Like I said, thank you so much for checking me out. If you haven't done so, please make sure to hit that subscribe button just right below the video. Cool, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. And if you're returning, welcome back. Thanks again for your support. I truly do appreciate having you here.
XRP/Ethereum. It is now the fourth monthly candle in the plus. This has never happened before. The downward trend since 2018 seems to be broken, which is a very good sign. Still, a long way to go, but I am confident that their smug, corrupt laughter will be gone forever. You got that right. It's great to see that we are building some strength against that Ethereum parent, folks. We want to break away, and you know my stance on this. Sooner than later, XRP is going to break away from the grasp and the dominance that Bitcoin Ethereum has, and it's going to run this entire market. We're going to be talking about XRP leading the way and not Bitcoin. So, with that, we go to this. My Patreon group, listen, I only got one hand that I can count. The one-on-one spots left. If you want to get a one-on-one on this month, now's your time to do it. It's the beginning of the month. You know I get new spots. You need to check out the Patreon group if you're looking for passive income. And I have, I believe, a new play coming out today. I've been hesitant to pull the trigger on it just because I only like to give the group my safest and most secure bets. But I do think it is time. I'm going to see if we get a little bit more of a correction before I do it. But passive income, new projects, exit strategies, NFTs, you name it, it's in the group. You gotta be a part of it, folks. Spots are running low. And then I'm gonna show you this, another new X-Zombie. I love this one. Fire going off in his eyes, the diamonds and gems popping out of his head and his neck. Love the suspenders. Why am I talking about this project again? Well, not only because I'm super bullish on it, but this is what was announced, folks. X Animals, another NFT project coming out to accompany X Zombies. There will only be 5,000 X Animals. The snapshot is going to be super random. For every 2 X Zombies that you hold, you will receive 1 X Animal. I am stocking up on X Zombies. That is not financial advice. That is me telling you what I am doing. Why am I doing that? Prices are still super cheap. It's been consolidating around this 350, 300 range for quite some time. There is going to be a blow off here. I have a crap ton of X Zombies. I'm not afraid to admit it. You can see it on my screen, and I'm going to keep accumulating these things. You need to be doing the same, especially when we're talking about a limited collection of 5,000 X Animals, where you will be getting 1 for every 2 X Zombies you hold. Now is the time to buy this bad boy. And then Steven Huber puts this out. This is quite phenomenal. He said, we had to convince our lawyers and ourselves that we're not selling unregistered securities, talking about Joseph Lubin, and that the law office from which you received your piece of paper was, what did you say? Prior Cashman? Thanks so much, Joe, for all the info. We appreciate it. You're damn right. Listen, come on. If you're convincing yourself that you're not selling an unregistered security, it means you're selling an unregistered security. If you have to convince yourself that you are not doing wrong, you are doing wrong. It's that simple. It goes for anything in life in this world. If you think you are doing something wrong, it is probably because you are doing something wrong. That is how simple it is, folks. Listen to this.
Obviously have a fairly strong background in computer science, so we did a lot of conceptual work back then, thinking about what ether was, thinking about what gas was, should we burn gas, what should be the issuance model. So I was involved in a bunch of that early on, and I guess because I probably had more experience in business than others, ended up driving a lot of the discussions with lawyers around the token launch. So we essentially took that opportunity to tell the world what Ethereum is, what Ethereum was, and what Ether was, and what gas was, because it was just computer science really at that point. And in order to help the world understand what we thought it could be, ways that these constructs could be interpreted, we worked with a prestigious law firm in New York, and essentially got an opinion about what our token launch was, and essentially had to define all those things, had to define what Ether was, had to define what gas was, and essentially convinced the lawyers and convinced ourselves that according to the Howey test, we were not selling a security, non-registered security, potentially to Americans, but we were selling this consumer utility token that people could use to run programs on a world computer, store data on a world computer, and that their fates would significantly be independent of the fates of the Ethereum Foundation and the Ethereum founders.
What were lawyers? We heard enough. I mean, come on, it's that obvious, folks. If you are trying to convince yourself and your lawyers that you are not doing wrong, you are clearly doing wrong. And Link2 puts this out. And listen, later today, I will have the link for my Link2 affiliate link in the description of YouTube, and it'll be on my Twitter page. If you are looking to get into Ripple stock, Link2 stock, Uphold stock, many of the companies out there, use my link. Get involved. If you have questions, let me know. Ask me. I can inform you. And a bunch of you out there right now, listen to my voice. You're accredited. You probably don't even know it. We can talk about it. We can walk through the steps, what you need to show. But now is your time to get in on Ripple before the ICO, or before they go public, before it goes down, folks. So Link2 puts this out. Central banks have been tinkering of CBDCs, and the IMF approves. What's he talking about? Say it right here. Central banks talking about central bank digital currency, is talking about the IMF, saying that, they're approved, they know where this is going. The IMF president stated, and I quote, "We know that the move towards CBDCs is gaining momentum, driven by the integrity of central banks. All told, around 100 countries are exploring central bank digital currencies at one level or another. 100 country folks are exploring CBDCs. Some researching, some testing, and a few already distributing CBDCs to the public." Why am I mentioning this? This is why, because we're going to segue right to this from Michael about 5 links. The Banco Central NG Filipinos. I think I said it right. The Central Bank of the Philippines, aka, intends to move forward with a research project focused on central bank digital currencies. Why is that so big? Well, let's date back a little bit to July of last year. Ripple announced their on-demand liquidity corridor open between Japan and the Philippines. Yes, folks. On-demand liquidity corridor means they're going to be using XRP to move money in between the Philippines and Japan. What else did we find out? Well, we found out that Ripple and People have teamed up to offer low-cost cross-border payments to the Philippines. This is a hub between the Middle East and the Philippines using on-demand liquidity payment. What does that mean? Once again, XRP is involved, folks. But what do we find out as we dig even further? That the Ripple's affiliate, Coins.ph, joins a new remittance network reaching unbanked Filipinos. What are we talking about here? We're talking about Union Bank and Coins.ph, both getting involved for the use of XRP. Why is it so big? Well, because the Central Bank of the Philippines regulate both CoinsPH and Union Bank, folks. And they know that XRP is being used, and they're already regulating those two. So what do you think is going on over here that the Central Bank of the Philippines is looking into with CBDC? I will bet you anything that XRP Ledger is going to be involved. If I had to take a stab at this, they are going to build off onto their private ledger, and when they are ready to tap into on-demand liquidity and power those payments and settlement via XRP, they are going low to walls, and they are going to join the network that is out there where everyone is using XRP to power instant settlement. And then to top it all off, what do we find out yesterday? This was huge. August to November time frame for settlement. The countdown is on. It is time to stock up. What am I talking about? I'm talking about this. Jeremy Hogan puts this out. When will the Ripple vs. SEC case end? Ripple thinks it's going to end sometime between August 26th and November 18th. Those are pretty precise time dates, isn't it? That's what Ripple thinks. It says in its pending class action, Ripple agreed to move the case back to November 18th and believe that the SEC case will be finished before then. Of course, Jeremy reminds us it can finish any time. We are in day 7 days left when Ripple and the SEC got to get together and talk for at least an hour about a possible settlement instead of moving this case forward. But Ripple got some kind of class action going on over here. And they asked the judge to move the class action back to November. Why? Because they think that between August and November, they'll have the first case cleared up, and the first case, the major case between Ripple and the SEC that's going on right now, will be cleared, and that will play into this other lawsuit that that wants to get going, but that the outcome of the major class action or the major lawsuit between Ripple and the SEC will just let this other class action go away because there will be a decision here. Very interesting, especially with this time frame, especially with these dates. These are very precise dates. Obviously, we're still in that 7-day at a 14-day window where Ripple and the SEC has to get together, so this case can come to an end any moment now. I don't know about you. I'm stocking up. I'm loading up. I'm halfway to my new goal of XRP. If this thing does go a little bit longer and it does last between that August and November time frame, I will set myself another goal and I will keep stocking up because I know where this is going.
I'm your guy. I will keep you posted. I'm your advocate. I'll be back on a daily basis, usually multiple times per day, with these videos to keep you updated with everything going on. So, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you haven't done so, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Feel free to share any of my videos with your friends, family, social media, or anybody who may care to listen. Thanks so much for your continued support. I'm always here for you. I want to help you through this time. So thank you so much for continuing to choose me. Enjoy your day, stay safe, and I'll catch you again probably in a couple hours. Thanks, everybody. See you later.